better get this over with. Up, Wedding Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Anime Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for One Punch Man Season 2, Episode 1, aka Episode 13, titled Return of the Heroes. So, you may have noticed that the quality of my video looks a little bit different. And that's because last night, my webcam decided to crap out on me, unfortunately. So I had to spend a good chunk of my day trying to find a cheap webcam so that you didn't have to suffer an even worse video quality from the built-in webcam on my laptop. Trust me, that video quality is a lot worse than this. Yeah, that's why all my live reactions are really late today, and I really apologize for that. If you want to help get me a better webcam, seriously, I would love to have a better webcam. Please let me know either in the comments section, on my Discord server, or on Twitter or my Facebook. All that's in the description box below. Also, before I get to this live reaction as well, I want to give you guys an idea of how I do my anime live reactions, because especially for the people new to this channel, you guys probably have no idea how I do this shit. So basically, I give my critiques and stuff like that from a manga reader's perspective. So I literally have the manga right in front of me, like side by side with the anime episode. And for me, what's going to be the most important thing that's going to make or break this series is going to be the writing. Because I can deal with bad animation. I mean, shit, I've been covering Black Clover since episode 1, and fuck, that animation is bad. But what's really saving Black Clover is the writing. The writing for Black Clover is freaking amazing. And plus, we've had manga to anime adaptations with good animation. I'm looking at you, Ancient Magus Bride and Kakegurui, with really, really bad writing, and oh my god. Oh, it's so bad. And trust me, the writing is more important for manga to anime adaptations than the animation, at least for me. And especially since everyone's talking about the bad animation anyway, might as well talk about the bad writing. Also, like, if you're a Food Wars manga reader, and watch the anime adaptation for season 3, you know how bad JC Staff butchered that shit. And if JC Staff can't adapt a weekly manga series, what makes you think they're going to be able to adapt a monthly manga? Seriously. But anyway, where we're going to start off, and this is like around the 40-second mark, is going to be with chapter 38's adaptation of the manga. So without further ado, let's get to it. But before I really get to this, I have to mention this because I really don't like how this episode started with Genos and Saitama. Because what King says here is really important. I wish we would have started out with King, like the manga does here, and King's looking at his ranking, and he's just walking down the street, and he says, "Oh man, I want to quit being a hero." What, JC Staff? Why didn't you do that? I would have rather had King walking down the street or seeing his ranking, and then just be like, "Oh man, I want to quit being a hero." Like, why couldn't we have that? And then cut to the villain. Because the way that Murata and One have this set up is this is more, because this chapter is setting up for King's stuff. I just don't understand why you guys didn't do this. It makes me mad. Like, ugh! Why did you do that? Ugh! Wow! JC Staff at the 1 minute 11 second mark, we actually got some comic book style animation. That's not bad. JC Staff, even though that does not look like King, that's not King. At least we got a nice art style. I will give you that, JC Staff. And I'm sorry, like, Murata, I am so sorry your work is being bastardized, because, oh god, King looks so much more badass in the manga. Ooh, so at the 1 minute 15 second mark, we get the rumble, we get the comic book sound effects here, and I kind of like this background that they did with I the only thing though, because it's I like the background color because it contrasts with the red nicely. I kind of wish like part of me was thinking for a second that I kind of wish it was a different color, like a more demonic looking color. But I kind of understand why they went with this blue because it contrasts with the rumbles really nicely. God, I hate this placement for the man I want to quit being a hero. I hate this placement. Oh, like I understand like scene switches and scene changes and stuff like that. But god damn it, I hate this scene change. Oh, it should have been at the very beginning of the episode. I'm sorry. I still think it should have been at the very beginning. Instead of having Genos and Saitama, it should have been just King at the very beginning. Because I hate this right here. I fucking hate this. It's just makes it feel so disjointed. Because the ring, again, as I said earlier, the reason King said I don't want to be a hero is because he looked at the rank. He was looking at the rankings at the time. Oh, I fucking hate this. I like this transition at like the 1 minute 34, 1 minute 35. Oh, and also, you know what? You could have put the I don't want to be a hero anymore. After the people said that's Earth's strongest hero, if you could have put that right there, and it would have been a little bit better. I hate that fucking placement. But this transition at the 1 minute 35, 34 to 35, 35, 36 second mark, that's really nice. I like that. Okay, I gotta talk about the 1 minute 37 second mark. I love the background. It looks so fucking cool. But the problem I'm having here with King is that there's not enough shadowing. The top part of his face should be completely shadowed and and his eyes should be red. Other than that, this shot is awesome. Even though that is not fucking King and the facial structure is completely wrong. But like other than the facial structure is so wrong. I know it's wrong, but like the effects that JC Staff is doing is actually pretty nice. I'm kind of surprised that JC Staff is actually being a little bit creative because JC Staff usually isn't this creative. At the 1 minute 43 second mark when the villain is surrendering, I kind of wish we got that ow sound effect, and I kind of wish because the backgrounds have been so cool so far. I wish we would have had like a red background or even like a blue like a panicky looking background because it would have looked really nice. But again, I'm expecting too much from JC Staff. I know. Ooh, I like you see at the 1 minute 45 second mark where you see the shadowing that's like halfway from the forehead to the nose. That's what was needed on King. Maybe a little bit darker than that. But you see what I mean? How the girls look more menacing that way because of that shadowing. That's what King needed, but darker. Oh, this was skipped. Which is, what's that? We got even more rumbling. What's that sound? You don't know? That's the King engine. The King engine is the sound of the world's strongest man in battle mode. No monster has heard it and lived. Why was that skipped? It just skipped to the I'm busy. Would you move, please? Where the fuck was that? I wanted to see that. Damn it, JC Staff. Why? So the line was supposed to be, he was talking about the excitement. He was saying in the manga, the tension is building. Until I get home, the anticipation will be unbearable. And in the panel, there's like an extreme close-up. And you could see like the bags under his eyes. And oh, I really wish that we would have gotten that angle. It's just pissing me off right now. You know what? Methinks that JC Staff has been watching some Captain Tsubasa 2018 because a lot of the techniques that I've been witnessing so far are shit that I've seen in Captain Tsubasa 2018. Oh my god, you motherfuckers! JC Staff probably saw They probably saw a combination of JoJo. Well, dude, if they saw Captain Tsubasa 2018, the soundtrack would be so much better. They probably saw, oh my god. They probably saw JoJo Season 5 more than Captain Tsubasa 2018, because damn, it would be so much better if they saw Captain Tsubasa 2018. Let's be real. There's the shot! Yay! It's at the 2-minute 48-second mark! Yay! I'm feeling the hype! Oh my god! It's here! But it doesn't, the problem is it doesn't look as awesome as it should! Oh! Oh god! But the scene change! Oh, I hate this scene change! It's not flowing right! Oh! This is what I can't stand about JC staff, is and this happened with the Shokugeki no Soma Season 3, is the scene changes that they did made the episode feel really disjointed. And fuck, the addition of Saitama and Genos in the beginning of the episode kind of made and then going into the villain scene kind of already set the tone for making this episode feel really disjointed. God damn it! Like, seriously, JC staff writers, what the fuck are you guys thinking? Again, like when they do the episode, the title of the episode, and then go into the rest of Saitama and Genos' dialogue. God, this episode is so disjointed. Like, this is how you should do it. You should have had King's dialogue all finished already, and then have Saitama and Genos do their dialogue and finish their dialogue. Ugh! Fucking hate how disjointed this episode feels already. God damn! What? That's G4? This is at the 3-minute 23-second mark we see G4. That is not G4. What the fuck? Murata, I am so sorry that the JC staff is bastardizing your work, because I don't know what the fuck that is. That ain't G4. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I said 3-minute 23-second mark. I meant the 3-minute 20-second mark. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at the lack of detailing. Oh my god. There's so many, bolts missing. God damn. JC staff is not the only one that does this. There's so much detail missing. I know Studio Period doesn't do. Studio Period's the same. They don't do it either. They don't do it. Or I'm sorry, wordings. Oh my god. They do it too. They have, and sometimes Studio Bones will do it with My Hero Academia. Just pay attention to My Hero Academia. If you compare it to Horikoshi's work in the manga, they have line work problems. Yeah, there's a lot of line work issues. There's detailing missing. Jeez, this is terrible. Like, they just did the bare minimum. Oh man, there's so much decoration missing. That's not G4! You cannot tell me that that's G4! My god! And even in the close-up at the 3-minute 23-second mark, there's a lot of detail missing. This is so heartbreaking. And I know I said I wouldn't talk about the animation that much, but god damn, it's hard not to when there's this level of detail missing. Okay, this pisses me off right here, and I feel like, I hate when studios do this. It's like, dude, make up your guys' mind. Are you gonna have, like, the effects in there, or not? Like, don't do that. Like, don't have, like, the effects for the Rumble in the beginning and get my hopes up and just say, fuck it. We did it in the beginning. We don't need to do them anymore. Like, that's not fair. Really? This is when you do the Rumble for King's Combat Mode? Really? Now? Not when he's getting annoyed by the fucking crowd. You do it now. And there's no Rumble effects either. But I will say the color palette looks fucking cool. This is at the 3-minute 55-second mark. I like the color palette. It looks goddamn awesome. wish it was earlier when he was getting annoyed. And that it's really bothering me. But the thing that I will say though is, unlike the other scene changes, this here does not make the episode feel as disjointed as the other scene changes. The flow of this episode, of this portion, actually is okay. Now the soundtrack is picking up. The soundtrack is right here at the 4 minute. It started like a little bit before the 4 minute 40-second mark. This is good. This is good stuff. Jesus, at the 5 minute 5-second mark, that is not the expression that King has. Like, King looks fucking psychotic here. He's supposed to be goddamn scared, not psychotic. I like the 5 minute 13 mark actually looks pretty nice. I like the background. Let me just double check the face, the mouth, and make sure that's right. Okay, the expression in the mouth is correct. Okay. God damn it, that nose looks awful though. Oh my god. I like this background. I like the sound effect, or the effect being there. That's really nice. I like it. I just wish freaking JC staff was more consistent. Why did you stop the sound effect? I'm talking about of King's heart racing. Why did you stop it? It's continuous in the manga. Why did you stop it? It should be still going. And it would be so cool to see it going. Because King even says, like, my heart can't stop beating. Like, I would love to see it. Like, you could have done something so cool with this, because, like, King's practically having a panic attack. I would have loved to see some creativity here. That's so disappointing. You could have done a lot with the background. You could have done done like a transition with the background to like see the escalation of King's panic attack. That would have been so cool, and you could have done some really nice changes in the art style too. And I know it's JC staff, and I'm asking a lot, but god damn it, this is so disappointing. The 5 minute 50-second mark, 5 minute 49 through the 5 minute 51-second mark, that's brilliant. Where was this just a minute ago? Like that, this is nice, like how King is shrinking. Like I would have loved to see like some really creative art like for the escalation. Like come on. Studio, JC staff. I almost said Studio Period. This part was skipped. My name won't intimidate a robot. My heart's going to burst. And then, we have King looking at his robot, I said robot. King looking at his watch, and then and he says, and then we hear the womb. And then he says, what's that sound? And then he says it's starting. Like, JC staff, oh, so there's the, it's not like my name's gonna intimidate a robot. Oh, I hate this placement. Why? Why did you change this? Again, it makes this episode, when you change the placement of the dialogue like this, it really fucks up the flow of the episode and kind of makes it feel a little bit disjointed. Because of again, I'm trying to not be like a complete purist, but there's a reason why Murata had the dialogue this way. Because remember, he's in a fucking panic attack. And this is before, before the attack started. When you have it after the attack starts, it doesn't make fucking sense. And when King says, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, he's supposed to be in the toilet. And he says it's begun. 10 people every minute. Sorry, I'm so sorry. What the fuck? Really? You're gonna skip this too? Okay, this is fucking unbelievable. This would have been so perfect. whenever people are in trouble, he dashingly appears and vanquishes evil with a single blow. Then he leaves without even proclaiming his name. He is known as the strongest hero. His name is King, and he is facing the greatest crisis of his life. So many people will die. And yes, I know, I just realized that was earlier on in the episode, but, oh, I hate this fucking placement. Ah! I hate the placement. Yes, the robot's rampaging. It mentioned gathering my combat data, but I don't get it. Think of a way to handle this. No, it's hopeless. He just killed me. It's 2 minutes on foot from here to that robot. Can I run away? That was all either skipped or there was a scene change with it. I'm kind of torn on the scene change with the with King facing the biggest crisis of his life. I kind of like that it was earlier in the episode, but at the same time, I kind of wished it was where it was supposed to be, because it flows a little bit better. But I'm very curious what you guys think with the placement of the narration for King. Where's Romance Games Are My Oasis? What the fuck? Also, this was skipped. What's with that voice actress? What's stiff acting? That was skipped as well. Ooh, I like this at the 9-minute 12-second mark for the inner monologue. It actually somewhat matches what Murata did in the manga. This is actually nice. Again, character models might be wrong, but at least we got some of the art style right. I kind of like how JC staff is doing the inner monologue so far. I'm hoping they keep that up. And this is why I'm starting to think JC staff's been watching what David Productions is doing, whether it's with JoJo or with Captain Tsubasa 2018, because that's something that David Productions has been doing. I actually like this 10-minute 35-second mark. I like the art style for it. Again, I'm really getting art style-wise, not model-wise, character model-wise. I'm getting that Captain Tsubasa 2018 vibe, especially. You motherfuckers at JC staff are watching Captain Tsubasa 2018, aren't you? I know you guys are. Okay, there is a little bit of a word change here. It's supposed to be, it's foolish and a waste of time to worry about bystanders. And I think another line was skipped here, which was from Genos, which is, I have to stop those lasers. And so far with this fight, it just doesn't look badass. It doesn't look grand and badass as Murata shows here. It's the same thing that Black Clover has. The problem with Black Clover's fights is that with Black Clover as well, in the manga, Tabata just makes these fights look so fucking badass. But in the anime, Studio Period's animation of these fights are they range from like, with the, oh my god, Yami versus Lit fight being freaking badass as hell, to sometimes extremely stiff. So I'm concerned, yeah, JC staff is having that problem with it just not being as grand as it should be. It's the word I'm looking for is lackluster, if that makes sense. Okay, now this is annoying me. And it's making, at least for me, the episode a little bit disjointed. Something that something that JC staff could have done, and I wouldn't mind this at all, is you could have had all of King's content go first and finish all the King content. And then you could have gone back to the rest and finish up the Genos fight. And the thing is when JC staff does this and goes back and forth like this, it makes the episode feel very disjointed. I can't stand that when this happens. Platinum Vision had that problem with Devil's Line, and a few times the episodes just felt so disjointed, and I feel like that's what's going on here. with JC staff. Dude, you guys are making this extremely annoying and disjointed. I can't stand it. It's got, like, again, if they would have just done all the rest of the Genos fight that's in chapter 38, and then gone, just go finish up the King content, and then go back to the Genos content, this episode would be flowing so much better. So at about the 11:43 second mark, we get to chapter 39's adaptation of the manga. This part was skipped. Where is it? I whiled away the time and the money rolled in. Was skipped. And I gotta say, I kind of like the visuals we're getting, but at the same time, I kind of wish we were getting, I wish the flashback animation was just a little bit better, and I kind of wish we were getting more of like a reflection animation, like in Captain Tsubasa 2018, for example, when like Tsubasa is reflecting on himself. Like we had Tsubasa in the center, and he was lightened. He was like, it was like a spotlight wordings. Oh my god, spotlight, and then the rest of the frame was black. I would have loved it. That would have been so perfect for this portion of the episode, at least for me. And then like have various shots going on, because like if you see in chapter 39, you see like there's zoomed out frame, and then it zooms in, or panel, excuse me, and then it zooms in. I think it would have been a lot better and more creative if JC staff went that route. Also in the background, have like various images, like the money rolling in, and have the have like the images of the monsters in the background, but still have King in the center of the frame, with like but have like him spotlighted, if that makes sense. God, I hate this. So, at like the 12-minute, 24, 25-second mark, it jumps back to where we left off in chapter 38's adaptation of the manga. And god damn it! You see what I mean? How disjointed this episode feels? Like, at least finish King's dialogue, or inner monologue. At least finish that before jumping back to the Genos fight. God damn it! What the fuck are you guys doing? What the fuck are you writers doing over there? Well, at least the soundtrack is badass as fuck. So then we finished the end of chapter 38's adaptation of the manga at the 13-minute 2-second mark, and then we don't even, are we just not gonna get the rest of King's inner monologue? Are you serious? What the fuck? Really? Okay, we got some of it, but this part was skipped. I'm not it's supposed to be, I'm not the king they admire, but he must exist somewhere. I'm not the king they admire is there, but he must exist somewhere, was skipped. You could have done something really cool with this inner monologue. Are you fucking serious? Why? Why are you skipping this? You could have had this during the sound and have like a bright background, like a bright white background here. I know I try not to talk about backgrounds that much, but to me, like something that I feel is important, especially and this is why I watch manga to anime adaptations, is I want the animation to express what the characters are saying. Like I want it to match their emotions, because to me animation is an art. It's an expression, and I want it to, I want it to be used to. I want the animators to, or I should say, the studio to utilize the animation to get to use it as a tool to get the mangaka's message across. And this part was completely skipped, and it really makes me mad because you could have done something really cool with this line here, these lines. What was that sound? That guy is Class B. Did it eat him? That threat was level demon. Why didn't he run? Was skipped. That cut was skipped. We got censorship because at the 14-minute 15-second mark, there's supposed to be steep ass scratches. on Saitama's face, and there are none. I like the extreme close-up of King's eye when he's crying at the 14-minute, 26-second mark. That's really nice. At the 15-minute, 50-second mark, we get to Chapter 40's adaptation of the manga. Oh, man. JC Staff, what'd you do to my boy? 16-minute, 3-second mark? Genos does not look good. I mean, the eye shape is completely incorrect. Even, like, under the eye, like, it is just wrong. Oh, my God. It looks so freaking bad. Oh. And, like, here, like, on the cheek, right here, that is completely wrong. Let's see. There's supposed to be... Yeah, there's supposed to be way more wires sticking out, and they're not. And there's supposed to be more wires up here and more wires down here sticking out. And there's also supposed to be more shit on this side. I don't think there are. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, there's nothing. Why is there nothing sticking out over here? Like, this part of Genos' arm, there's supposed to be shit sticking out over here. Really? JC Staff, really? You fucked up my man. And you also, oh God, you also made him look a little too thick in the neck. This is a hot mess. And also, Genos is supposed to look way more fucked up than he does here. He looks like he barely got fucked up. Ugh. And also, his collarbone looks... Where the fuck is Genos' collarbone? His collarbone's missing. What the fuck did you do? Can no one at GC Staff draw a goddamn collarbone? Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. And the markings on his face are incorrect. Let's see, is there anything else that looks wrong? Jesus, what is with people in line work? God. Let's see, the hair is incorrect. Ah. What is with fucking, and, Anime Studio, what is with anatomy and fucking anime? Like, Jesus Christ. And that's something I've noticed with manga to anime adaptations is a good chunk of them don't know their anatomy. It is just freaking terrible. God damn it. Mangaka know their anatomy way better than animators. It's just insane. My God. Ooh, it's even more apparent how fucked up Genos' facial animation is at the 17-minute, 7-second mark. Ooh. Oh, it looks so bad. Oh my God. Oh, I said I would try not to talk about the animation because I knew it was going to be bad, but oh my God, that's not even Genos. Especially I'm mainly talking about the cyborg side. That's not even Genos. But I will say this: the line work on the more human-looking side does look a little bit better, but God damn it, it's still wrong. And God damn it, that facial structure is so fucking bad. Ugh. But fuck, the chords are in the wrong spot. And they're the wrong size. Notice that they're all like practically the same size. Like, Jesus Christ, what is this? God damn it, Studio Period. Damn it, I meant JC Staff. Ugh. At the 17-minute, 59-second mark, there is definitely a villain missing. He's like a chubby-ass villain. He's going like this with his ear, and he only has like 2 teeth, and he's chubby as fuck. Yeah, where is he? I think there's another villain missing, too. Yeah, there's 2 villains missing! And it's like, he's right behind the chubby guy, and he has a mohawk, and he has like a vein popping now because he looks pissed, and he's got a mustache. And shit. Yeah, he ain't there either. Let's see. Is there any other villains missing some? Oh, Freddy Krueger! Is that Freddy Krueger? No, it's, oh my God, warnings. Michael Myers is missing! Where the fuck is he? Why did you draw him in? They're a hell of villain. Oh my God. Oh no, there's Michael Myers. He there. He just doesn't look like Michael Myers. Like, he doesn't look badass at all. What the fuck? Like, all the all the villains that are in the front row are fucking missing. What the shit, JC Staff? You couldn't draw the villains that were in the front row? Oh, the guy with the mohawk on the far right, and you see it at the 18-minute 1 second mark. There's supposed to be like lines above and below his eyes. That's missing. Oh, that nose at the 18-minute 17 second mark is just, oh, that's so bad. God damn it! What is with JC Staff and Studio Perriott noses? They can't draw fucking. Noses always look bad. First of all, Sonic, my baby! Even though he's an idiot, Sonic is my special sparkle. I love him. But the 19-minute 46, 47 second mark, love. You see what I mean when you get the backgrounds right and you do like the animation and get the style, the art style right. You could get the message across like beautifully. I love this color palette. I love the art style being used. It's gorgeous. JC Staff, utilize your animation, please, and also get the fucking oh my god, get the fucking character models right, please. Where's the evil smile? Oh, I was looking forward to my baby's evil smile. At least do a close-up when he says, fucking well, I refuse. But I would have liked a close-up. What? We're really gonna skip the Garo stuff? Are you fucking kidding me? We're not gonna get Garo this week? Why? Why? At least introduce Garo. Okay, this is how I would have done this. I would have at least introduced Garo and have him like challenge the fight. Or like at least freaking finish the chapter and finish the dialogue before freaking Sonic left. Like, what the fuck is with this writing? You see what I mean about JC Staff? They can't write for shit. So about the 20-minute 35-second mark, we just go like to near the end of chapter 41's adaptation of the manga, and it's just like, why? And then about the 20-minute, like 50-second mark, we're going into chapter 42. Oh, I fucking hate this writing. This writing is so goddamn disjointed. Oh my god, I hate this writing. You should have just finished chapter 40's adaptation. I don't understand. Why? Why did you do this? At least introduce, like, get up to, like, where Garo comes in. And then, like, what you could have done, is, like, you could have started off, next week's episode with, the explanation of, like, the end of the world situation. I just don't understand. Oh, I fucking hate you. I hate you, JC Staff. And then at the 21-minute 42-second mark, we just jump back to where we were in chapter 41. God. Oh my god. So we end like in chapter 42 and okay, let me break this down how I feel about this episode. So let's talk about I'm gonna go in how I usually go with writing first, then animation, then fucking soundtrack. So let me talk about the writing first, because oh my god. So the writing was so fucking disjointed. Oh my god! I knew this was gonna happen. I should have known this shit was gonna happen with JC Staff, because they did something, again, and I mentioned it earlier, that Platinum Vision did with Devil's Line, where they just jumped all over the place, and because they did that, it really ruined the flow of the episode. It started off really nicely, but then, like, how the scene changes really fucked shit up for me. I really wish they would have started with King saying his rank and saying that he didn't want to be a hero. I really just I did not like that. But then, like, when we jump between the King and Genos content, I just was like, really? Why? Why did you do that? That made the episode feel even more disjointed. And then, like, at the end, near the end of this episode, when we got the meeting with Speed of Sound Sonic, and then we got the stuff with Fubuki. That to me did not make any sense. I feel like we should have just finished up the rest of chapter 40, and then I feel like next episode could have continued off, or fuck, not even finished the rest of chapter 40. You could have, like, just done the explanation, and fuck, if we would have had the rest of the content that was skipped, we could have just finished off with Speed of Sound Sonic saying, fuck it, I'm out of here, and then go with what a waste, and fuck, you could have still had the what a waste of time content, but like, have Garo have Garo introduce himself, and then at the start of next week's episode, had, like, the truth about what's going on. If you would have done that, JC staff, it would have been, the writing would have been a lot more successful, at least for me. Animation-wise, oh god, the character models were just awful. I knew it was going to be bad, but Jesus! My god, G4 looked like, it looked so bad. That was not G4 at all. I already knew King was going to look bad, but Jesus Christ, that was not G4. That was like the bare minimum G4. Like, he did not have any of his decorations on, or I should say accessories. He didn't even have, you know, his back thing. He didn't have, it was just bad. Genos looked awful, and like there was like barely any detailing on Genos, which was very disappointing. What was the other one? At least Sonic looked okay, but I will say something that I was really impressed with animation-wise was some of the stuff that JC staff did was actually pretty creative, and that kind of makes it even more disappointing for me because, like, JC staff does have potential to do really good stuff. It's just that they're not utilizing it. It's the same thing with Studio Period, where, like, Studio Period does have the potential to do really beautiful animation. It's just that they're not utilizing it, and it frustrates the fuck out of me. It makes me mad. Okay, so voice acting and soundtrack. The soundtrack's not being utilized enough. Oh, and in regards to animation, the fights are not flowing as well as they should. They're not. And then in regards to the soundtrack is definitely not being utilized enough. You could have done so much with that soundtrack, especially like when King was having his panic attack. You could have done so much with that soundtrack. It's just so frustrating. The voice acting was really, really nice. And also with the camera angles, there were some times where it really worked. But they're not utilizing it enough. JC staff is just underutilizing everything. And that's why, like, I really wish they had more time. I really wish that One Punch Man Season 2 was coming out next year and not this year. They really needed the extra time. You could tell. You could really tell they need the extra time. But I'm very curious what you guys thought of the scene changes. Do you guys feel like this episode was very disjointed, especially in regards to the writing? Animation, I know there's like a little bit of a divide going on between the anime-onlys, especially the anime-onlys, and the manga fans. And from this manga fan, I would say the animation is really, really, really bad. Is it Black Clover bad? Yes, it is. Actually, it is definitely worse than Black Clover. It is really, really, really bad. But what makes this anime bad for me is the disjointed writing. Oh God, it's just really, really, really bad. And I knew this was gonna happen. I'm gonna give this anime one more chance. Hopefully I can survive it. Hopefully I won't rage quit. I'm gonna try and not rage quit. I gotta do it because I gotta prove my point that how bad this writing is. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more One Punch Man content. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.